Have you wondered how programming was transformed entirely our world? How has it affected how we work, how we live, and even think? In this video, we're gonna look at the interesting history of programming, its impact in society, and how it got us to where we are now. So, are you ready to learn secrets of digital age's growth and how programming has been in the vanguard of this transformation? Programming has a long history, expanding back to Ada Lovelace's in the mid-80s work on analytical engine. First electronic computer, the ENIAC, was programmed with switches and blackboards, and that was the spark for the creation of the modern programming languages in the mid-20s. Since then, the programming has grown with the development of multiple programming languages and tools. Top of programming languages in use today are, according to GitHub statement from 2022 October, JavaScript, Python, Java, TypeScript, and Ruby. The software industry earned over $1.3 trillion in sales in 2022, and most likely in the future that will be increased. It has become an essential aspect of modern life, influencing things from how we work and how we communicate to how we find information and pleasure. Few technological developments have had the same impact in society as programming. The automation of the previous manual operation has been one of the most significant changes. Before programming, most jobs were completed by hand, which was time-consuming and frequently tedious. We can use programming to automate and improve the efficiency of tasks. We can develop complicated methods that evaluate data and make judgments in real time that providing us faster results. Aside from automation, it has led us to new businesses such as software development and information technology. This industry has supported the contemporary economy by creating millions of employment throughout the world. The software development industry is projected to grow by 22% from 2019 to 2029 by creating 284 and 100 new jobs. Another significant outcome of this in society will be the increased ease of accessing and sharing knowledge. The internet, powered by the programming, has changed our way of learning, communication, and even interact with our surroundings. We now may connect to people and get information in seconds worldwide, that resulting in a more connected and educated society. Programming had also a big influence in how we think about and solve problems. It helped us to become more analytical and critical thinkers by training us to break big issues into smaller and manageable chunks. It has additionally promoted creativity and innovations, since programmers are continuously looking to create new and better methods for accomplished things. Do you also think that programming has impacted our problem-solving skills and promoted our creativity abilities? Let a comment down below, I'm curious to know what you think about that. Despite its numerous advantages, programming has not been without its drawbacks. Concerns about job displacement and widening income inequality have arisen as a result of the introduction of automation. It is said that according to a report by World Economic Forum, 1.4 million US workers are at the risk of losing their jobs due to automation by 2026, of which 57% belongs to women. There are also privacy and security issues, because the large volume of data gathered and managed by programming systems might be abused if not properly protected. We all like playing video games, but did you realize that programming is a crucial part of game development? Yes, you heard it right. The entertainment business has also benefited greatly from programming. It is used to bring products like video games, movies, and music to life. The development of computer-generated imagery, CGI, has transformed the film business, allowing filmmakers to produce previously unthinkable realistic and immersive special effects. It has also enabled the growth of mobile devices, social media, and e-commerce. Mobile applications such as Uber, Airbnb, and Amazon has changed the way you travel, purchase, and interact. Social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram have changed how we communicate communicate and share information with friends, family, and the rest of the world. Programming has also had an impact on research and progress. It has enabled the scientists to obtain a greater knowledge of natural world and develop new technologies that can help solve some of the human's most important challenges, from the modeling of the complicated systems to analysis of massive data sets. It has resulted in a development of some original and creative pieces of art. In addition to its practical uses, programming has enabled artists to explore new boundaries of expression and creativity, from interactive installations to digital music and visual art. The interactive artwork Rain Room, for example, uses programming to produce a simulated rainfall that guests may walk through without getting wet. The installation recognizes the presence of visitors and turns off the rain in their immediate closeness, producing an amazing sensation of walking through a thunderstorm without getting wet. Another example in use of the generative art, which is a technique that employs algorithms to create one-of-a-kind and surprising artwork. By manipulating shapes, color, and other visual aspects, creative artists may generate an infinite number of artworks that are both beautiful and surprising. However, programming isn't only for artists and programmers. It has become more accessible to people from all areas of life, thanks to the growing popularity of coding bootcamps and online tools like Codecademy. According to a report by Burning Glass Technologies, there are over 7 million job openings in the United States in 2020 that require coding skills, with a median salary of $83,000 per year. Programming has opened up new options for individuals to learn, grow, and create, from children learning to code in school to adults looking to change jobs or establish their enterprises. It provides something for everyone. Whatever you're a programmer, an artist, or simply someone who enjoys technology, it's an area that's always expanding and changing, with new technologies, tools, and languages being created regularly. And with the emerging AI and VR and other cutting-edge technologies, the future of programming is by sure fascinating and full of possibilities. So if you're interested in programming, why not giving a shot? With so much information available online, you can find a new hobby or career route. Who knows, maybe you'll invent the next great inventions that transform the world. Of course, with the increasing importance of the programming in our lives, we need to look at the possible drawbacks. Concerns about impact of the employment have arisen to the rise of the automation and artificial intelligence, with some experts predicting that millions of jobs will be lost in the coming decades as machine learning becomes increasingly capable of performing tasks that were once in the sole domain of humans. A report by World Economic Forum said that it is expected automation and artificial intelligence will displace around 85 million jobs by 2025. Concerns have been raised concerning the possible abuse of software, especially in the areas of privacy and cybersecurity. With the increased collection of storage and personal information online, there is a concern that hackers and other criminal actors may utilize programming to obtain access to sensitive data and damage essential infrastructure. Despite those difficulties, there is no doubting that the huge impact programming has had in our world. It has been at the center of the most revolutionary shifts in the human history, from the humble beginnings of the punch cards and mainframes to the present world of mobile devices, social media, and cloud computing. As we embrace the digital era and the potential that it provides, we must also examine the ethical outcomes of our activities. Because of the power of programming, we can generate both positive and negative results, and it is up to us to apply our talents and knowledge for good. This is essential in development of developing technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning. As those technologies become more sophisticated, there is a rising need for ethical frameworks and standards to guarantee that they are utilized in ways that benefit the society as a whole. There are also fears that it might worsen existing and social economic situations. As technology grows, individuals who lack access to the ability to utilize effective could be left behind, expanding the gap between haves and have-nots. However, there are attempts ongoing to solve those concerns using programming and technology to build a society with greater equality. There is a rising movement to take advantage of all those forces for good, from measures to enhance to access to technologies and trainings to develop new tools and services to encourage tolerance and diversity. So, while we consider the growth of the digital era in the impact of programming on our society, keep in mind the power that we hold. We can guarantee the digital era benefits everyone, not just some select few, by using programming to effect good change and strive toward a better future. Indeed, it has enormous potential to benefit society positively. There are several ways in which programming is being utilized to achieve positive change, ranging from healthcare to education to social justice. Programming is being utilized in healthcare, for example, to develop new medications and therapies that produce more efficient and effective healthcare systems. Machine learning are being used to analyze massive volume of medical data, find new patterns and insights. At the same time, virtual reality is being utilized to enhance patient outcome and eliminate the need to invasive treatments. The worldwide healthcare IT market is established at $27.4 billion in 2021, according to the Grand View Research, and it predicts to increase the compound annual growth rate at 50.8% from 2021 to 2028. Programming is also being utilized in education to generate new tools and resources to make learning more interesting and accessible. From interactive online classes to educational games and applications, it's allowing students all across the world to get access to high-quality education regardless of their location or background. In the field of social justice, programming is used to promote equality and combat injustice. It is being utilized to make the world a more justice and equal place, from designing tools to detect and eliminate prejudice and recruiting procedures, instructing algorithms to detect hate speech and harassment online. How long do you think the digital era will last, and what will come next? Also, with the rise of the AI and machine learning, Mark, is this the beginning of the new era? It's hard to predict, but one thing is for sure. We know that programming has revolutionized the world and has many other new inventions coming for us.